Welcome to the audio rendition of Project Ninmah, Shepard's Ascendancy, a narrative labor of love by Adam Hawass. This audio edition complements the fan fiction available in text, inviting enthusiasts to experience the Mass Effect universe through the echoes of sound. Step into the role of Admiral Hackett as you navigate through the intricately woven reports that chart the rise of Jane Shepard from obscurity to legend. This unofficial fan fiction is an auditory homage to the universe crafted by BioWare, retold with admiration and enthusiasm. With the deepest respect for the original creators, this work is presented as a non-commercial tribute to the Mass Effect series. It is an independent creation that does not infringe upon the copyrights held by BioWare and Electronic Arts. All characters, settings, and lore remain the esteemed property of their respective copyright holders. In this audio journey, we celebrate the narrative tapestry that is Project Ninmah, Shepard's Ascendancy, while standing clear of the boundaries set by copyright law. We invite you to delve into this fan-created experience, a story told with reverence for the source material and the community of fans who cherish it. From the author to the listener, thank you. You are our favorite listener on the Citadel. I should go.
Admiral Hackett, apologies for the delay. It seems we're encountering some technical difficulties with the feed. Just a moment, please.
In the dimly lit room at the ICA headquarters on outskirts of Rio de Janeiro, Special Agent Joanne Briggs, with her silver-cropped hair and piercing blue eyes, sat before her datapad. Her expression remained resolute despite the frustrations of the moment.
There we go. It looks like we're back on track. Let's proceed.
With the technical glitch resolved, Agent Briggs leaned in, her serious but not unattractive face taking on a determined look.
As per your request, my team and I have compiled video reports detailing Jane Shepard's application to the esteemed Interplanetary Combatives Academy program, ICA, and its highest accolade of N7.
Her fingers moved deftly across the datapad screen, navigating through the contents of the report.
The purpose of the video reports are to present a comprehensive overview of our biographical investigation and qualitative research on Jane Shepard. It was a collaborative effort, and each chapter will be presented to you by the relevant part of my team.
Agent Briggs's voice carried a weight of purpose as she delved into the details.
Now, let me provide you with some basic details about Jane Shepard, Admiral.
As Agent Briggs speaks, her thoughts are focused, her dedication evident. She knows the importance of this information, each word carefully chosen to convey Shepard's significance.
Jane Shepard was born on April 11, 2154. She stands at 5 feet 9 inches and weighs in at 155 pounds. Her eyes are a striking emerald green, and she has fiery red hair, giving her a distinctive appearance. Physically, she possesses an athletic build, which aligns perfectly with her military role.
Agent Briggs's voice is steady as she describes Shepard's appearance, but her mind is racing, thinking of the countless missions and challenges Shepard has faced.
Shepard is no ordinary recruit, Admiral. She holds the titles of an infiltrator, an exceptional marksman, and has a phenomenal technical ability.
As she lists Shepard's skills, Agent Briggs reflects on the significance of each title, aware of the impact these capabilities have had within the Navy.
In the Alliance Navy Physical Readiness Test, PRT, her performance is nothing short of exceptional. 4 arm planks, an impressive 3 minutes and 30 seconds, push-ups, an astonishing 84, 1.5-mile run, completed in just 8 minutes and 55 seconds. 2 km row, achieved in a remarkable 7 minutes and 10 seconds.
Agent Briggs's tone conveys her admiration for Shepard's physical prowess, recognizing the potential and strength within the soldier she's describing.
Jane Shepard's physical prowess and combat skills are a testament to her dedication and potential, Admiral.
With a sense of reverence, Agent Briggs speaks of Shepard, acknowledging the weight of responsibility that comes with presenting such a remarkable individual to Admiral Hackett.
Admiral, that concludes the basics of our report on Jane Shepard. However, this is just the beginning. In the coming days, my team and I will be providing you with in-depth analyses and insights into Shepard's application.
As she speaks these words, Agent Briggs conveys the sense of ongoing dedication and the knowledge that there is much more to unravel about Jane Shepard's story.
So, stay tuned for further updates, Admiral. We're here to ensure that you have the most comprehensive assessment of Shepard's eligibility. Until then, Briggs out.
As Briggs finishes her video report, she reaches to turn off the recording. However, just before she does, she leans in slightly and adds in an almost casual tone.
Oh, and one more thing, Admiral. I forgot to mention that Jane Shepard was formerly Jane Core.
With a final salute to the screen, Agent Briggs ends the video, leaving Admiral Hackett with a sense of anticipation for what lies ahead. Chapter 2, Shanxi Vanguard. In the dimly lit confines of her quarters, Lieutenant Junior Grade Joanna Grayson sits before a sleek, futuristic terminal. Her posture, rigid with formality, belies the turmoil churning beneath her calm exterior. Today, she records a message destined for Admiral Hackett, a communication burdened with revelations that could alter the course of history. Grayson, at the young age of 25, stands as a testament to the vibrant tapestry of humanity's potential. A rising star within the Alliance, she has garnered acclaim for her pioneering work in medicine and Medigel research. Of mixed Cherokee and Indian heritage, Grayson embodies a fusion of cultures, a living bridge between worlds. Her thick black wavy hair frames a face usually alight with determination and the unyielding spirit of someone who has always been ready to face the challenges of the galaxy head-on. Yet today, as she prepares to send a message of profound consequence across the stars to Admiral Hackett, there's a noticeable fragility about her. It's a departure from her usual demeanor, a crack in the armor of the Alliance's bright beacon. This vulnerability is not a sign of weakness, but rather a testament to the gravity of her task. The weight of the truths she's about to reveal, truths entangled with the fate of children and the enigmatic figure of Jane Shepard, casts a shadow that even Grayson, with all her accomplishments and resolve, cannot easily dispel. Despite the turmoil that churns beneath her stoic exterior, Grayson's resolve remains unbroken. Her heritage, a blend of Cherokee resilience and Indian perseverance, has imbued her with a deep well of strength. With a breath that seems to gather the courage of countless generations, she steadies herself. The vulnerability she feels does not deter her. Rather, it propels her forward, a testament to her humanity and her commitment to truth.
Admiral Hackett, greetings. I trust this message finds you in good health. Per the directive of Agent Briggs, I am tasked with delivering an overview of the operation known as the Shanxi Vanguard. This briefing will unfold in two segments. The first, which I will personally oversee, and the subsequent portion I will present the work completed by Dr. Sarah Hammond, LCPC, detailing the critical insights gleaned from a recovered meeting transcript following the cleanup operation on Shanxi.
Shanxi, a name that evokes images of stark landscapes and indomitable will, and one of humanity's worst colonial tragedies.
This was a colony thriving against all odds, a beacon of human tenacity in the vastness of space.
Yet her voice carries a tremor as she skirts the darker undertones of her report.
Guided by an elected council, these pioneers vigilantly safeguarded their community. Yet beneath this veneer of pioneering spirit, Shanxi concealed a clandestine, military-funded endeavor known as Project Ninmah.
Here, Joanna hesitates. Project Ninmah, a name that signals humanity's reach for greatness and its flirtation with moral abysses. She is about to unveil the heart of darkness within Shanxi's tale, where the pursuit of the ultimate human soldier tests the boundaries of ethics and compassion. Her resolve hardens as she confronts the truth.
The complete scope of this audacious undertaking remains shrouded in secrecy, known only to a few. The project aspired to confront humanity's imminent encounters with extraterrestrial civilizations, yet it was fraught with moral and ethical quandaries. There were key actors within Project Ninmah that played various roles, sir. The geneticist, Dr. Eva Core, grappling with the moral implications. Jack Harper and his protege, Ben Hislop, ensnared by the mandate of success. And then there was General Williams, wrestling with the destiny he was forging for humanity, and possibly troubled by what this would do to his legacy. At the forefront of the groundbreaking yet controversial Vanguard procedures was Dr. Core. Renowned for her unparalleled expertise in genetic engineering, Dr. Core introduced innovations such as the robust skeletal lattice, the microfiber muscle weave, and the skin weave lattice shunting, each a marvel in the field of human augmentation.
As Grayson details these scientific achievements, her admiration for the scientific breakthroughs is evident. Yet, a shadow falls over her words, a prelude to the darker revelations to come. Grayson, continuing, her voice laced with a hint of reluctance.
A turning point came with Dr. Correa's decision to use her own DNA in conjunction with that of an unnamed donor, setting the stage for the birth of 3 genetically modified children. This decision, while a testament to Dr. Correa's dedication, introduced ethical dilemmas that continue to haunt the project.
Grayson's voice falters slightly as she recounts the creation of these children, a clear indication of her deep-seated unease with the methods employed, regardless of the scientific milestones achieved.
Among the most harrowing aspects was the designation of one of the twin females as Nagito, a biological reserve for her sibling, Jane. This child was kept in a state devoid of consciousness, reduced to a mere source of spare parts.
There's a heavy silence after Grayson's words. It's not just a report, it's an indictment of the depths to which humanity's quest for advancement can sink. Grayson's heart weighs heavy with the moral implications of such actions. Her empathy for the innocent lives, ensnared in this grand design, palpable in her every word.
The children, named Jane Correa and Kai Harper, displayed extraordinary abilities, yet at a cost that can never be justified. The experiments they were subjected to were not only inhumane, but a stark departure from the very essence of moral and ethical science.
Grayson takes a moment, her thoughts on the brink of overwhelming her. She stands not just as a military officer, but as a beacon of conscience in a narrative fraught with ethical shadows. Her report, meticulously detailed and delivered with a somber clarity, serves as a testament to her strength and her unwavering commitment to truth, no matter how poignant.
Admiral, the revelations of Project Ninmah challenge us to confront the ethical boundaries of scientific exploration. It is a stark reminder of the responsibilities we bear in wielding the power of genetic engineering.
As Joanna Grayson concludes her report, the room seems to close in around her, a symbol of the weight of her revelations. Yet in this moment of profound discomfort lies a glimmer of hope, the possibility that acknowledging these transgressions can pave the way for a future where humanity's pursuit of knowledge is guided by an unwavering ethical compass. Grayson, with a sense of solemn duty.
Admiral, what follows is perhaps as pivotal to understanding the full scope of Project Ninmah's implications. We've recovered an audio recording from a meeting between Dr. Correa and General Hackett. This conversation sheds further light on the project's depths and the decisions made at its highest levels.
Grayson's announcement hangs in the air, a precursor to revelations that promise to peel back yet another layer of the project's complex ethical and moral landscape. Her voice, steady until now, carries a subtle tremor, betraying the weight of what she's about to unveil. There's a brief pause as Grayson collects herself, her hand hovering over the terminal's controls. Grayson, softly, more to herself than the Admiral.
This is the truth, in their own words.
The room around Grayson feels suddenly more confined, the silence more pronounced. In this suspended second, Joanna Grayson's turmoil is palpable. She is at once a messenger and a guardian of dark truths, standing at the crossroads of duty and conscience. This hesitation is not born of doubt about her actions, but of the profound impact her words will have on the Admiral, on the project's legacy, and most importantly, on the innocent lives caught in its wake. Grayson takes a deep, steadying breath, a silent acknowledgement of the path she's chosen. Then, with a resolve that seems to muster the collective strength of her convictions, the junior lieutenant's gaze softens. It's a look that carries the weight of responsibility, the promise of accountability, and a hope for redemption. With a final, lingering glance, she presses the control, and the screen goes dark. The video call ends, but Joanna Grayson's journey through the ethical quagmire of Project Ninmah is far from over. In sharing these truths, she has ignited a beacon for rigorous ethical scrutiny and compassionate leadership. Her moment of turmoil, brief yet eternally significant, underscores the essence of her character, a steadfast commitment to truth, no matter the personal cost. A subtle beep ends the recording. The VI starts the following video with the title, Recovered Audio from a Meeting Between Dr. Core and General Williams. Authenticated by Dr. Sarah Hammond, LCPC. The video starts. In the sterile ambiance of a secure communications room, two figures stand at the precipice of humanity's future. Dr. Eva Core, a beacon of scientific brilliance shadowed by ethical quandaries, prepares to defend her life's work. Opposite her, General Williams, a man whose career has been defined by navigating the fog of war, now finds himself confronting a different kind of battlefield.
Dr. Core, the data you've submitted on Project Ninmah, it skirts the edge of science fiction. Are we grounded in reality, or are we adrift in speculation?
In the pivotal moment this question arises, General Williams is more than just a military figure. He is the personification of resilience and a deep historical resolve. Bearing the blended heritage of African and European roots, his face carries the silent stories of wars past, notably marked by a scar running down his right cheek, a stark symbol of defiance and survival. His demeanor, defined by a mix of stern authority and a barely contained intensity, reflects a lifetime dedicated to duty's unyielding demand. Clad in a uniform that melds the traditions of military service with the requirements of interstellar command, he stands as a paragon of leadership. His attire, notable for its high collar and subtle. His question, though pointed, fails to unsettle Dr. Core. Her response is laced with the confidence of one who has transcended the boundaries of conventional science, yet beneath her certainty lies a tumultuous sea of ethical concerns.
General, our achievements in Project Ninmah are as real as the air we breathe. The genesis of genetically enhanced beings was not born from idle theory, but from relentless pursuit and a fusion of unprecedented genetic artistry.
Dr. Eva Core emerges against the backdrop of her lab, a brilliant scientist with an aura of indomitable spirit. Her hair, the color of autumn's richest wheat, is pulled back into a practical ponytail, suggesting a life lived in the pursuit of knowledge, unencumbered by vanity. Her skin, as fair as porcelain, contrasts sharply with the depth of her experience, each line and scar an emblem of her victories and the secrets she harbors. The most striking are her eyes, green and piercing, set against her pale complexion like twin emeralds, windows to a soul that has known adversity but remains unbroken. Her attire is utilitarian, accented with bold reds and stark whites, a visual testament to her dual role as a guardian of science and a warrior in her own right. As she speaks, the pride in her voice is unmistakable, yet it masks a deeper, unspoken turmoil. The cost of such progress, she knows, is steep, paid not just in the currency of hard science, but in the coinage of moral compromise.
And Harper's contribution, his lack of scientific credentials, is notable.
General Williams probes, his question hinting at the unconventional alliance at the heart of Project Ninmah. His skepticism is a shield, guarding against the intoxicating allure of unchecked innovation.
Jack Harper, while not a scientist, brings a vision that complements the technical rigor of our project. Together, we're not just engineering soldiers. We're sculpting the destiny of human capability.
Dr. Core's assertion shines a light on the symbiotic relationship between her scientific genius and Harper's strategic foresight. Yet this collaboration, for all its promise, dances dangerously close to the flames of ethical transgression.
These enhancements, they signify a quantum leap beyond our current capabilities.
Intrigue and apprehension are woven tightly into the general's query. He stands at the crossroads of military ambition and the specter of moral reckoning.
Indeed, General. We are on the cusp of redefining human potential. However, the sanctity of our work demands discretion, far from the prying eyes of bureaucracy.
In her affirmation, Dr. Core reveals a vision grandiose yet laden with shadows. The brilliance of their scientific enterprise is marred by the necessity of secrecy, hinting at the ethical mazes navigated in silence.
The implications are staggering, but at what cost does this progress come, Dr. Core?
There's a graveness to the general's voice, a reminder that every leap forward is anchored by weights unseen.
The march towards the future is paved with sacrifices. My own contributions, both genetic and maternal, are but a fraction of the cost. Yet, it is the shadow of Nagito, the twin repurposed as a living reserve, that casts the longest darkness over our triumph.
The mention of Nagito brings a palpable chill to the room. Dr. Kore's voice, once a beacon of resolve, now trembles with the burden of her choices. The brilliance that defines her is clouded by the moral compromises she has brokered in the name of advancement.
These are not mere experiments, Dr. Correa. They are lives intertwined with the very essence of what it means to be human.
The general's words serve as a moral compass, guiding the conversation back to the core of humanity's ethical dilemma. His concern underscores the profound responsibility borne by those who wield the power to alter the course of evolution.
The path we've chosen is fraught with ethical shadows, General. Yet, in the pursuit of greatness, are we not compelled to explore the very limits of our moral horizon?
As the dialogue concludes, the air between them thickens with the unsaid. The choices made in the secluded laboratories and hidden chambers of Project Ninmah have bound them to a journey fraught with both promise and peril. In their quest to redefine humanity, Dr. Corey and General Williams navigate a labyrinth of innovation and ethical ambiguity, their footsteps echoing long into the future. The VI closes the call. Silence fills the air. Chapter 3. Operation Trajectory Change. In the silent expanse of space, a realm where stars are the keepers of ancient secrets, Lieutenant Junior Grade Joanna Grayson is poised to share a narrative of critical significance. Amid the technological sanctuary of her quarters, she confronts an all-too-earthly adversary, the VidPad's stubborn refusal to cooperate, a minor yet frustrating hurdle.
Of all the times for technical difficulties, Agent Briggs really was right about these damn devices. What year are we in again? We can travel to the stars, but can't get the bloody VidPads to work properly.
With adept manipulation, the technology acquiesces, and Joanna's demeanor shifts back to one of composed professionalism.
Finally, sorted. Right. Apologies, Admiral. I stand before you, albeit virtually, to unravel the complexities of Operation Trajectory Change. Our journey begins not in the throes of the First Contact War, but at its dawn, with the Relay 314 incident, a harrowing prelude that saw humanity's first volatile brush with the Turians.
Her narrative weaves a tapestry of urgent decisions and clandestine actions in the shadow of this cosmic standoff. The SSV Kilimanjaro, bearing the scars of that initial encounter, heralded a turning point, prompting a bold yet necessary response to safeguard the project's most precious elements, Jane Corey and Kai Harper. Under the imminent threat of further alien engagement, Dr. Eva Core and Jack Harper foresaw the brewing storm. Their resolution: to orchestrate a stealthy extraction for their life's work from Shanxi, a preemptive strike to protect the innocents from the gathering clouds of conflict.
Guided by the meticulous strategy of Harper and the covert support of General Williams, Operation Trajectory Change emerged as a beacon of hope. Yet beneath its surface lay a disturbing truth, one that would cast long shadows over our endeavors. Sir, the primary goal of this mission was to securely escort Jane Corey and Kai Harper, along with handpicked security personnel, back to Earth. Dr. Corey's Earthbound connections, coordinating with the Spurgeon's Orphanage Organization, planned to execute a discreet extraction using the LB Alexander with utmost secrecy. These individuals were of unparalleled significance to the success of Project Ninmah and Shanxi Vanguard as a whole.
The LB Alexander, a vessel with no official manifest, but with its size, easily able to carry 40 passengers, including the crucial figures of Jane and Kai, met with catastrophe. Attempting to dock at a refueling station in Earth's orbit, it collided with an ESO mining ship, causing loss of control and partial structural failure during re-entry, leading to a devastating crash into the Strait of Georgia, near Vancouver, Canada.
Immediate action was taken to mitigate the situation. 2 Alliance search and rescue ships, the SSV Shepard and the SSV Leng were dispatched to recover the wreckage and any potential survivors. Miraculously, 15 occupants were found within an intact escape module, a small sanctuary amidst the chaos. Tragically, only 2 infants survived the ordeal, spared by the merciless grip of extreme G-forces and remarkably unscathed.
The operation culminated in separate extractions by the ASAR teams, ensuring the safety and future separation of Jane and Kai. Jane, only 3 years old, and Kai, 2, were embraced by military families, their new surnames a tribute to the ships that had become their unlikely cradles of survival, Jane Shepard and Kai Leng. In the aftermath, a shocking truth came to light. The vessel believed to be the LB Alexander was in fact the SSV Clotilda, covertly operated by the nefarious Carter-Braxton organization. This criminal entity, masquerading as a charitable institution, had been exploiting vulnerable children across human colonies, trafficking them for profit under the guise of aid.
The revelation posed a disturbing question. Was Dr. Eva Core, the biological mother and the mind behind the genesis of Jane, her identical twin Nagito, and the fraternal twin Kai, aware of the vessel's true purpose before entrusting her children to its care? Given the project's monumental aspirations to forge the future of human capability, such a betrayal seems unfathomable. Admiral, I think it goes without saying that this harrowing incident with the SSV Clotilda underscores the vital necessity for vigilance against the dark underbelly of human trafficking. It highlights the essential role of military operations in the ongoing battle to protect the innocent and uphold the sanctity of life.
As Joanna Grayson concludes her report, the depth of Operation Trajectory Change's impact resonates profoundly. It's a narrative that underscores not only the success of a mission critical to Project Ninmah, but also the broader commitment of the Systems Alliance. This commitment to safeguard human life, to combat criminal atrocities, remains unwavering, a steadfast vow to protect, to serve, and to continue fighting against the shadows that threaten the vulnerable.
Respectfully, this operation has not only ensured the safety of 2 extraordinary lives, but has also served as a testament to the resilience and compassion inherent in our efforts to navigate the challenges we face. Jane Shepard and Kai Leng stand as living embodiments of our success, our hopes, and our unyielding dedication to forging a better future. Yet, amid the meticulous planning and execution of Operation Trajectory Change, the fate of one, the twin known only as Nagito, remained shrouded in mystery. Her whereabouts, a question that lingers like a shadow at the edge of our understanding.
What becomes of Jane's identical twin Nagito is a mystery that stretches beyond the confines of documented reports and dispatched rescue missions. Does her absence cast a long shadow that might one day reach out to alter the course of Project Ninmah? Will she emerge from the annals of secrecy to challenge the very foundation of the project's success? Or will her story remain a hidden caveat in the grand narrative of humanity's quest for progress? As these questions linger unanswered, they remind us that the path to the stars is fraught with ethical quandaries and moral decisions, whose consequences may not fully manifest until the stars themselves have shifted in the sky.
Admiral Hackett, this concludes my report on Operation Trajectory Change. The journey of Project Ninmah continues, shadowed by the complexities of our choices and the unseen outcomes of our actions.
There's a moment of quiet as Joanna looks away from the screen, her gaze drifting to the star-filled void beyond her window. The weight of her report, the stories of Jane Shepard, Kai Leng, and the haunting figure of Nagito seem to converge in her expression, a mixture of resolve, melancholy, and a hint of trepidation for the future, softly, almost to herself.
The stars bear witness to our journey, to the lives we've touched and the shadows we've cast. May our pursuit of the horizon always be guided by the light of ethical foresight.
With a deep breath, as if to steady herself against the tide of emotions and the gravity of her report, Joanna reaches out and gently terminates the call. The screen goes dark, and for a moment she remains seated, silent, contemplating the vast, indifferent expanse of space that holds both the promise and the perils of humanity's aspirations. Then, With a quiet determination, she rises, ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead. Her duty to the project, and to the deeper moral commitments it entails, resolute and unwavering. Chapter 4. The Nowakowskis. Back in her headquarters of the Interplanetary Combatives Academy, aka the Villa, at Vila Militar in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Lieutenant Junior Grade Joanna Grayson, sounding pleasantly surprised with a touch of humor in her voice.
Well, would you look at that? The VidPad decided to cooperate today. Must have known we have important matters to discuss. Or maybe it's just trying to stay on Briggs's good side. Is it on? Great, okay. Hit record, please.
The vid recording starts.
Good day, Admiral. I would like to get one thing out of the way, sir, if I could. On my previous report regarding the video call transcript between General Williams and Dr. Eva Core, I said the meeting was with General Hackett. A rookie mistake, but you have my apologies, sir. Now, with that out of the way.
Her light-hearted tone shifts to one of professionalism as she delves into the report.
Admiral, this report sheds light on the formative years of Jane Shepard following her miraculous survival from the crash of the SSV Clotilda. At merely 3 years old, Jane found a new home with Hannah and Mikhail Nowakowski, thanks to the Vancouver War Orphan Scholarship, a program you're well familiar with given your patronage.
Under the Nowakowskis' care, Shepard's early life was marked by signs of her exceptional nature. Her intellect and physical abilities were evident, showcasing a remarkable aptitude for problem-solving, technological, and mechanical engineering, and an innate combat proficiency, qualities that would define her path.
A pivotal moment in Shepard's childhood was a near-tragic incident at 8 years old involving a passenger bus. Her instinctive act of bravery saved others at her own risk, yet, astonishingly, she walked away without a scratch. This event didn't just capture the attention of bystanders, it piqued the interest of the Systems Alliance Medical Corps.
Lieutenant Tyrone Rawlings, assigned as Shepard's military GP under the guise of routine oversight, uncovered connections to Dr. Eva Core's experiments under Project Vanguard. Despite his dedication, the Alliance's refusal to renew funding for the project led Rawlings to a crossroads.
Faced with a dead end, Rawlings' disillusionment with the Alliance's stance became the catalyst for his departure. Cerberus, ever watchful, seized this opportunity, offering Rawlings the resources he sought to continue his research, an offer that swayed him to their side, away from Shepard and the Alliance's oversight.
As Shepard grew, her prowess in sports and martial arts garnered acclaim, yet her life was to take another drastic turn. The conflict between the 10th Street Reds and the Systems Alliance, a skirmish that claimed the lives of the Nowakowskis and set Shepard on a path intertwined with the very elements she once stood against, marked a dark chapter in her life.
Emerging as a key figure within the 10th Street Reds, Shepard's skills were honed for combat and survival in the underworld. Her journey through this period was not just about ascension within the gang's ranks, but a reflection of her resolve and the deep-seated grievances that shaped her view of the Alliance.
This chapter in Jane Shepard's life, fraught with loss, resilience, and the forging of a formidable spirit, sets the stage for her future. It's a testament to the complex tapestry of influences that would shape her into a leader and a force to be reckoned with across the galaxy. Grayson, concluding with a note of respect and reflection.
Admiral, Jane Shepard's journey from a war orphan to a pivotal figure in the galaxy's underbelly and beyond is a narrative of survival, adaptability, and the indomitable will to forge one's destiny. It's a chapter that underscores the myriad forces that shape us and the choices that define our paths.
There's a brief moment of silence as she takes a deep breath, her gaze lingering on the screen, reflecting on the weight of the story she's just shared. Grayson, softly, to finish the recording and as a sign-off.
May we all find the strength to navigate our battles, both seen and unseen, with the courage and resolve that Shepard has shown. Lord knows we need it. Grayson, out.
With a gentle tap, the VidPad screen goes dark, signaling the end of the report. Grayson sits back, her thoughts a mix of admiration for Shepard's resilience and a ponderous concern for the future, embodying the complexities of duty, loyalty, and the unending quest for understanding in the vast expanse of space. The VI automatically opens a new file, The name of the file, Jane Shepard's first-hand account of how she lost her foster parents. This is a first-hand account of what transpired during the street war between the Systems Alliance and the 10th Street Reds gang of Vancouver. One fateful night during the war, young Jane Shepard lost everything. But it seemed a new life found her.
Mom and Dad hurried us down to the basement as the gunshots and shouting grew deafening. Corey, my brother, and I followed my mom. We'd been hearing about the war for a while, but the Alliance didn't seem to care. I guess they did now. The basement was already dim when a huge explosion cut the power. Another blast, this time right above. Then came the scent of fuel, growing stronger, yet we couldn't pinpoint where it was coming from. And then it happened. Another massive blast, followed by a blinding flash and searing heat that sent me sprawling. I lost my mother's hand, couldn't hear anything but ringing, and felt my ears bleeding. I looked up to see Corey, engulfed in flames. I could see the agony on his face, but I couldn't hear his screams. He illuminated the darkness as he writhed in pain. I was powerless to save him. It was unbearable. Corey burning and I couldn't move, couldn't reach him. Everything went eerily quiet and the fire died down. I don't recall much after that, but somehow I managed to crawl out from the debris. There was a guy in red pointing a gun at me, then he hesitated. Next thing I knew, I woke up in a bed with a guy named Finch tending to me. I harbored resentment towards the Alliance for a long time and blamed them for it all. I was just a kid. I didn't know any better. I still miss my mom and dad. I know now they weren't my real parents, but it doesn't change how much I long for them. I still have those nightmares of Corey, even now. I'll never let myself be that helpless again. Never. Jane Shepard, 11/11/2169.
Chapter 5. The Hunt for Tiamat. Classification: Top Secret. Insurgent still in play. Prepared by Special Agent Briggs J. and redacted. As the call connects, Briggs's figure emerges, the backdrop of her video blurred to obscure any identifying details. Her tone is both serious and slightly amused by the operational theatrics required under the circumstances.
Admiral Hackett, I'm reporting from a secure location due to the sensitive nature of our ongoing operations. We have an operative deep within the 10th Street Reds. Let's get straight to the point about the hunt for Tiamat. Today, I'm here to discuss a mission that doesn't fit neatly into the usual narrative of clear-cut heroes and villains. It's a story that exists in the gray areas, where choices made in the darkness define us just as much as those made in the light.
In the aftermath of a conflict that tore families apart and left many to mourn their untold futures, Jane Shepard found herself adrift in a world that had claimed everything she held dear. It was within this void that the 10th Street Reds, a gang known for their ruthlessness as much as their cunning, saw not a lost child, but a nascent force waiting to be shaped. Under the Reds' wing, Jane was forged into a weapon. They filled the chasm left by her loss with purpose, albeit one tinted in the hues of vengeance and anger. The gang provided her with weapons, training, and, most crucially, a direction for her simmering rage against the Alliance, whom she blamed for her personal apocalypse. In the streets, Tiamat was born, not merely an enforcer, but the very embodiment of the Reds' defiance.
For a long time, we listed Jane Shepard among the countless lost to conflict, her story seemingly concluded with a name on a memorial. Yet, unbeknownst to us, she was far from gone. She had transformed into Tiamat, a key player in the 10th Street Reds' rise. The revelation came from the inside, a mole among the Reds, pulling back the curtain on a truth we hadn't anticipated. This intel propelled us into Operation Viper, not merely to take down a criminal operation, but to recover someone we believed we had lost to the past.
Special Agent Joanne Briggs, with a mix of admiration and solemnity, delves deeper into the operation.
The hunt for Tiamat wasn't just a strategic maneuver, it was a pursuit of redemption for Jane and perhaps, in a way, for the Alliance itself.
Joanne Briggs couldn't help but see in Jane Shepard a mirror of resilience, a testament to the human spirit's capacity to endure, adapt, and emerge indomitable. This admiration, though veiled in the professionalism of her duty, colored her understanding of Shepard's actions, painting them not as mere defiance, but as a struggle for identity and belonging.
Jane's capture was a pivotal moment. Faced with a decision by the Alliance, she chose a direction that steered her away from the edge. Therapy with Dr. Sarah Hammond gradually dismantled the walls built from years of anger and bewilderment, exposing the true self hidden behind the facade of Tiamat. By deciding to align with the Alliance, Jane Shepard reshaped her history, integrating her experiences of suffering, bereavement, and exceptional aptitude into the groundwork for a fresh start.
The revelation of Jane Shepard's identity and her subsequent transformation serve as a poignant reminder of the blurred lines between heroism and villainy, between the roles we are given and those we choose. The hunt for Tiamat closes not with the capture of an enforcer, but with the rebirth of a soul once lost to the shadows, now stepping into the light. Briggs concluding the vid call with a sense of quiet respect.
Telling Jane Shepard's story is really about highlighting toughness and the power to change, even when things seem stacked against you. It's a tale touched by tough times, but in the end, it's about making choices that lead to better places, finding a way to fix what's broken, and never stopping the push for a better tomorrow.
As the screen fades to black, the story of Jane Shepard, of Tiamat, of a child of war, turned enforcer, turned Alliance soldier, lingers in the air. It's a testament to the complexities of the human spirit, to the endless capacity for change, and to the belief that within every tale of darkness, there lies a potential spark for light, a hint of warmth in her tone, more personal than before.
Admiral, just between us, I've got a lot of respect for Jane Shepard. After all she's been through, she made the call to turn things around and stand up for something greater. That's more than courage. It's truly inspiring. Briggs, out.
Chapter 6, The Catalyst. Our story takes us to a pivotal moment in galactic history on August 20th, 2176 CE, when a formidable threat descended upon the human colony of Elysium. A scourge of slavers, crime syndicates, and Batarian warlords launched a sudden and devastating assault. This force, marked by its deadly coordination and formidable armament, quickly overwhelmed the colony's defenses, placing countless civilian lives in peril. In the face of such dire circumstances, one figure rose to the challenge: Jane Shepard. Stationed on Elysium during the attack, Shepard's response was nothing short of extraordinary. She quickly rallied the civilians, instilling in them the resolve to defend their home and transforming them into a formidable bastion against the invaders. Shepard's leadership was defined by her exceptional combat prowess and strategic insight. Her ability to mount a steadfast defense under such overwhelming odds was a beacon of hope in the chaos. When the enemy breached Elysium's defenses, Shepard was there, at the forefront, turning the tide through sheer will and unmatched skill. Armed with an extensive arsenal and accompanied by both offensive and defensive tech drones, Shepard held the line. Her combat was a display of determination and expertise, engaging in close quarters battle with the ferocity of a seasoned warrior, never wavering even as the situation grew increasingly grim. It was Shepard's valor that ultimately tipped the scales. The arrival of reinforcements found the enemy in disarray, forced into retreat by the unexpected resistance. Thanks to Shepard, Elysium stood firm, its people spared from a fate too cruel to contemplate. The Alliance recognized Shepard's valor with the Star of Terra, an honor reserved for those whose bravery transcends the ordinary, highlighting her as a soldier whose talents surpassed even the most elite among their ranks. Yet, Shepard's remarkable abilities, a product of unique enhancements, remain a subject of intrigue and speculation. While replicating such feats, enhancements, implants, or even her skill set remains beyond current Alliance capabilities. Rumors swirl of Cerberus, a shadowy entity purported to possess the knowledge to unlock such potential. As we reflect on this chapter of Shepard's life, it's clear that Elysium was more than a battle. It was a turning point, a moment where one individual's courage became the catalyst for a legend and cement Jane Shepard's candidacy for N7. Simply academic. Chapter 7. Letter of Recommendation. Charles Presley stands before the camera with a certain military precision, his posture rigid and authoritative. His skin is weathered, indicative of many years serving aboard starfaring vessels, and his head is bald, shining slightly under the overhead lights of the bridge. Deep-set eyes, shadowed by furrowed brows, scan the room with a mixture of sternness and latent concern. His uniform is impeccably maintained, dark with sharp, contrasting trim that denotes rank and years of disciplined service. The fabric stretches taut across broad shoulders, and his arms are folded in a manner that suggests impatience or deep contemplation. There's a weight to his presence, a gravitas earned through experience and command, and though his expression is stern, it carries an undercurrent of steadfast dedication to his duty. This is a man accustomed to the silence of the void, to the endless stretches of space that must be navigated with precision and foresight. He is the quiet sentinel, the keeper of courses charted and uncharted, holding the safety of his crew and the success of their mission in his capable hands.
Yeoman, is it recording? Okay, well, date 23/21/78 CE. Subject, letter of recommendation for Lieutenant Commander Jane Shepard. To whom it may concern, it is a great honor to recommend Lieutenant Commander Jane Shepard for the Interplanetary Combatives Academy's N7 nomination. I have served with Lieutenant Commander Shepard for a total of 3 years, and I can personally attest to their intelligence, fortitude, and professionalism. I, along with Shepard's peers, have witnessed their exceptional combat and marksman abilities, as well as leadership, training, and motivational acts, all of which are essential for this role and a future in military leadership. At all times, Lieutenant Commander Shepard upholds their assigned duties with exceptional discipline and poise. Shepard possesses a breadth and depth of doctrinal knowledge seldom seen in an officer of such rank. For these reasons, and their natural yet honed ability to express complicated technical information in a clear and concise manner, I ascribe my highest recommendation of Lieutenant Commander Shepard to this memorandum for the Interplanetary Combatives Academy's N7 nomination. If you have any requests or questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. Respectfully, Charles Presley. Navigation Office Systems Alliance, Navy. Okay, thanks, Yeoman. You can stop it. Fancy a drink? Chakwas has some Ceres Ice brandy, and I know where she keeps it.
Chapter 8. The Iron Chimera. The morning air in Special Agent Joanne Briggs's secure location carries a charged tension mixed with the comforting aroma of freshly brewed coffee. Amid the pre-operation hustle, Briggs's attention momentarily shifts from the mission at hand to the vexing technical glitches plaguing their setup. Speaking off camera, her tone laced with a mix of humor and frustration.
For goodness sake, if your team doesn't get its act together and fix our tech issues, I might just have to recommend a career change for all of you. How about a stint in the ESO refineries? I hear they're lovely this time of year.
She quips, her jest barely masking the irritation at the persistent technical issues. Just as she made a final stern reminder about the importance of this communication, Briggs caught the red light blinking. It was already recording. A quick adjustment of her posture, a swift smoothing of her uniform, and she was ready, professionalism masking the prior irritation.
Stephen, of course I mean Admiral.
She corrects herself, a brief flash of embarrassment crossing her face for the informal slip.
Let's delve into the heart of the matter, the Iron Chimera.
The Iron Chimera stands as an annual spectacle within the Alliance Navy and Marine Corps. A clandestine event where warriors test their mettle in brutal combat. It's a tradition that, despite its unofficial status, draws fighters from across the military spectrum, eager to prove their prowess in the unforgiving dance of battle.
In the heart of the Alliance Navy and Marine Corps enclaves, there stands an annual spectacle of clandestine combat, the Iron Chimera. This unsanctioned event is a brutal dance, where warriors of all statures and weight classes clash in a fierce battle of wills.
Among the competitors were Jane Shepard and David Thornton, each with sights set on the N7 designation, the pinnacle of martial achievement. The Iron Chimera's grand prize, the badge, is a year-long testament to the victor's triumph and skill, a symbol that resonates deeply within the ranks. Despite disapproval from the brass due to the risk of career-ending injuries, the event captivated a wide audience within the military, from seasoned veterans to ambitious newcomers. Each year, they gathered in a location, only disclosed at the last minute to avoid closure, united by the raw desire to showcase their strength and resilience.
Despite its unofficial status, the event drew participants from all walks of military life. From grizzled veterans to up-and-coming recruits, each year they converged on the arena, driven by the chance to prove themselves in the crucible of combat. Rumors have it that the badge was once seen on a young Stephen Hackett, but a lady wouldn't ask you directly, sir. Our little secret. Back to Jane Shepard, a force of nature, she was the embodiment of speed, reflexes, and unwavering resilience. Her training was a symphony of precision and agility, a testament to the N7 ideals. Opposite her stood David Thornton, a muscle-bound Navy hard-hitter, representing strength, brute force, and unparalleled skill. As the day of the Iron Chimera draws near, a ritual of utmost significance unfolds. Dog tags, emblems of identity and belonging, were collected from the participants and deposited into a weathered metal tin. This symbolic act strips away the distinctions of rank and pedigree, leveling the playing field for all who dared step into the arena.
The tradition of the tin serves as a poignant reminder that within the Iron Chimera's confines, all fighters stand equal, their worth measured solely by courage and skill. It's a moment where fate alone dictates the matchups, ensuring a pure test of ability and resolve as names are drawn one by one.
When the time comes, a steady hand reaches into the tin, plucking out the tags one by one. The names etched on the cold metal determine the matchups, fate itself dictating the course of the battles. This random selection ensures that when the contestants step into the cage, they are standing within the ranks. Gender or race are all rendered meaningless.
The third contest that Jane Shepard entered was the most notable. No one had won the Iron Chimera for 3 years consecutively. On equal footing, Jane Shepard and David Thornton found themselves pitted against each other, setting the stage for a legendary clash. A poster outside the secret arena heralded this bout, capturing the essence of their rivalry. Thornton, the embodiment of brute force, and Shepard, the agile warrior, locked in a gaze that promised an epic showdown.
Their rivalry was a clash of styles and philosophies. Shepard embodied the N7 ethos of precision, finesse, and resilience, while Thornton personified the brute force needed to conquer any obstacle. Typically, Shepard and Thornton were the last standing in the tournaments, their encounters in the Iron Chimera legendary, each fight a spectacle of contrasting techniques.
The final fight between Shepard and Thornton was a testament to their prowess. As the first thunderous blow from Shepard struck Thornton's chest, she stood back. As she did, they shared a look of mutual respect laced with malice only the enlisted know, a declaration of intent. The arena held its breath. The ensuing exchange was a gritty ballet of power and tenacity, heart-pounding minutes where each fighter pushed the other to their limits.
Jane Shepard, clinching the Iron Chimera not once, not twice, but thrice, an unparalleled feat. Her name echoed through the annals of the competition's history, etching her legacy as the first to achieve such a remarkable milestone. Her prize, the illustrious Iron Chimera badge, adorned with the number 11. This number represented all the ranks able to compete, from ensign to fleet admiral. Their rivalry, though fierce, was not without respect. Over the years, Shepard and Thornton's clashes forged an unbreakable bond, a mutual understanding of the sacrifices and challenges they faced.
Little did the spectators know, Shepard's enhancements from Project Ninmah made her a living weapon, a secret closely guarded by the highest military intelligence echelons. This victory wasn't just a triumph in the arena. It was a victory over the shadows that had shaped her.
An important aspect of Shepard's journey within the Iron Chimera deserves mention, particularly her being barred from future competitions after her third win. Personally, I found this decision disheartening. While I understand the rationale, to prevent any undue attention on her enhanced abilities and to protect the secrets of Project Ninmah, it's a move I don't fully agree with. Shepard's victories were not just about her physical prowess, they were a testament to her strategic mind and indomitable spirit. By sidelining her, we may have inadvertently sent a message that we value secrecy over merit. However, as a professional within the Alliance, I recognize the complexities our leaders face in making such decisions. It's a delicate balance, ensuring the safety and confidentiality of our operations, while also honoring the exceptional achievements of our personnel. Despite my reservations, I respect the intent behind this choice, even if it means one of our most capable warriors watches from the sidelines. The pursuit of victory in the Iron Chimera, forging bonds of camaraderie in the crucible of combat, is a testament to the unyielding spirit that defines the Navy and Marine Corps. Jane Shepard and David Thornton's story, their eternal flame, forever burns in the hearts of warriors. The significance of Jane Shepard's victories in the Iron Chimera is a testament to her ability to face seemingly insurmountable odds, to stand resilient against larger opponents, and to emerge victorious when all else seems lost. Shepard's relentless spirit, her strategic acumen, and her unwavering determination exemplify the essence of what it means to be N7. Her story isn't just about winning fights. It's about overcoming barriers, about being the last one standing when it truly counts. This relentless drive, this ability to turn the tide against all odds, is precisely why her experiences in the Iron Chimera are pivotal for her N7 designation.
With a light-hearted chuckle, easing the solemnity of the briefing.
And on a final note, I sometimes wish we could recruit Shepard into the Alliance's tech division. Given her track record, I'm confident she'd have these god-forsaken technical issues sorted before breakfast.
With that, Special Agent Joanne Briggs signs off, her report encapsulating not just the legendary tales of the Iron Chimera, but also shedding light on the qualities that make Jane Shepard a beacon of inspiration for all within the Alliance. Her closing remarks, though made in jest, underscore a deeper respect and admiration for Shepard, whose abilities and spirit transcend the battlefield, embodying the very ideals of the N7 and leaving an indelible mark on those fortunate enough to know her story. Chapter 9. Application Verdict. In the vast expanse of space, where the politics of the galaxy play out across star systems, the fate of individuals often hinges on the decisions made in secluded offices rather than the battlefield. Today, we delve into a series of communications that reveal not just the inner workings of the Systems Alliance's highest echelons, but also the personal stakes involved in shaping the future of one of its most promising officers, Jane Shepard. These emails, exchanged among the Alliance's most influential figures, peel back the layers of a decision that could alter the trajectory of an illustrious career and expose the intricate dance of power, loyalty, and ambition. Listen closely, for each word carries the weight of untold futures, and every sentence is a thread in the complex web of galactic diplomacy and personal conviction. As we navigate through these crucial exchanges, bear in mind the significance of what's left unsaid, the subtleties of language that hint at broader implications, and the potential personal issues that Counselor Udina raises. What does he know, and why would he oppose such an apparent choice for the N7 program? These emails are not mere formalities. They are the battleground for Shepard's destiny, a testament to her impact both on and off the field. As we proceed, consider the broader context of these communications, the tensions between duty and independence, the balance of risk and protocol, and the shadowy influence of politics over even the most clear-cut decisions. This is a story of resilience in the face of bureaucratic adversity, a narrative that underscores the complexities of leadership within the Systems Alliance. Join us as we unfold the drama behind the digital curtain, revealing the pivotal moments that define heroes not just in battle, but in the silent confrontations of wills and ideals.
26-3-2178 CE. From Counselor Udina. To Special Agent Joanne Briggs. Special Agent Briggs, in my capacity as Counselor, it is with great deliberation that I have decided to deny Jane Shepard's application to the N7 program. While Jane Shepard undeniably possesses exceptional combat, marksman skills, and a commendable record of service, there are certain considerations that have led me to this conclusion. Specifically, I have reservations about Shepard's propensity for independent decision-making and her history of engaging in high-risk missions. Furthermore, there exists a need for strict adherence to established protocols within the ICA, and I have concerns that Shepard's approach may not align with these requirements. It is essential to recognize that this decision has been reached after careful evaluation of the Alliance's specific criteria for our potential N7 candidates and the skills deemed necessary for success in such a rigorous program. I have taken it upon myself to email Jane Shepard personally. Regards, Donald Udina, Counselor and Alliance Diplomatic Corps Representative, Systems Alliance. Date 26-3-2178 CE. Date 26-3-2178 at 21.46 SET. Subject: Thank you for your application to Interplanetary Combatives Academy. Dear Jane Shepard, we regret to inform you that your application to the Interplanetary Combatives Academy program has been denied. After careful consideration, the decision has been made not to advance your candidacy at this time. Please be aware that this decision is final and not subject to further appeal. We thank you for your continued service to the Systems Alliance Navy and encourage you to explore other opportunities for career advancement within our organization. Sincerely, Donald Udina, Counselor and Alliance Diplomatic Corps Representative, Systems Alliance.
From Stephen Hackett, 27-3-2178 CE. To J. Briggs. Subject: N7 Program Application. Agent Briggs, after reviewing Counselor Udina's report and carefully considering Shepard's record, I must respectfully disagree with the initial decision to deny her application to the ICA. While I understand the concerns raised about her independent nature and history of high-risk missions, it is precisely these qualities that set Shepard apart as a leader. Her ability to make difficult decisions under extreme pressure and to inspire those around her are invaluable assets to the Alliance. Moreover, Shepard's loyalty and dedication to our cause have been demonstrated time and again through her unwavering commitment to defending human colonies and standing against formidable adversaries. I believe that these qualities, rather than being viewed as liabilities, are what make Shepard the ideal candidate for the N7 program. Her unique combination of combat skills, strategic thinking, and unwavering determination make her an asset that the Alliance cannot afford to overlook. Therefore, I am overriding the previous decision and authorizing Jane Shepard's entry into the program effective immediately. She has proven herself as a remarkable leader, and I have no doubt that she will continue to excel in this new endeavor. Sincerely, Stephen Hackett, Fleet Admiral. From Stephen Hackett. Date 27-3-21-78 at 16:46 SET. Subject: Thank you for your application to Interplanetary Combatives Academy. To Jane Shepard, CC D. Udina. Dear Jane Shepard, we are pleased to inform you that your application to the Interplanetary Combatives Academy has been overturned and authorized. Please disregard the previous communication regarding your application.
After reviewing your record of exceptional service and outstanding performance, we believe that you are the best candidate for this prestigious program. Your demonstrated leadership, unwavering dedication, and unparalleled combat skills make you an invaluable asset to the Systems Alliance. We are confident that you will excel in the Interplanetary Combatives Academy program and continue to be a shining example of the Alliance's finest. Congratulations on this well-deserved opportunity. We look forward to witnessing your continued success and contributions to the Alliance. Sincerely, Stephen Hackett, Fleet Admiral. From Stephen Hackett. Date 27.3/2178 at 2146 SET. Subject: Internal investigation activated. 2. Joanne Briggs. Agent Briggs, Counselor Udina's surprising decision to deny Shepard's application is highly incompetent or suspicious. I have concerns over potential political motives underlying this choice. To ensure the integrity of the Alliance's processes, I hereby instruct you to liaise with Internal Affairs and conduct a discreet investigation into Counselor Udina's activities surrounding this matter. It is imperative that we maintain transparency and uphold the highest standards of fairness and accountability within our organization. Sincerely, Stephen Hackett, Fleet Admiral.
Chapter 10. Galactic Gambit. In the veiled corners of power within Arcturus Station, a clandestine meeting unfolds under the guise of routine. Yet the true agenda between Admiral Hackett and Captain Anderson is anything but ordinary. In a dimly lit room, a conspiracy is being woven, not of malice, but of necessity, as they deliberate on how to navigate the political labyrinth that stands between Jane Shepard and her potential destiny as a Spectre. The air is thick with the gravity of their task, a tension that's almost tangible, underscored by the occasional lazy curl of smoke. It's here, amidst this atmosphere of quiet urgency, that the future of the galaxy's peacekeeping force could be decided.
Anderson, we're at a crossroads.
Hackett begins, his voice heavy with the weight of their secret endeavor.
The Council's request for Spectre candidates. It's an opportunity we can't afford to miss. But Udina's reluctance toward Shepard, it's a damn puzzle we need to solve.
Anderson, ever the stalwart in the face of adversity, leans in, his resolve mirrored in the set of his jaw.
Shepard's the best we have. Her record speaks for itself. This disdain Udina has, it's unfounded. Our goal is clear. We must change his mind.
The dossier of Jane Shepard flickers on the hollow screen between them. Each achievement and challenge she's faced a testament to her qualification. Yet it's not her past victories that concern them now, but how to frame her story to counter Udina's bias.
We need to present Shepard not just as a candidate, but as the only logical choice.
Hackett muses, his strategic mind mapping out their path forward.
Her actions during the Skillian Blitz, her leadership, these are the qualities the Spectres need.
Exactly.
Anderson affirms, the clink of his glass punctuating their shared conviction.
Her independence, her willingness to take necessary risks. It's not a liability, but a strength. We'll make Udina see that, if it's the last thing I do.
Their conversation weaves through Shepard's dossier, carefully selecting each argument to counter potential objections. They discuss the delicate balance of acknowledging her enhancements without revealing the depth of Project Ninmah's involvement, a narrative crafted to highlight her suitability for the Spectres while sidestepping the shadows of her past. As the meeting concludes, the resolve in their voices is a clear signal of their commitment.
We'll craft our pitch to Udina with precision. We need to frame Shepard's initiative as an asset. Her history, while checkered, showcases a resilience that's rare.
Hackett states, a commander ready for the battle ahead.
Her adeptness at understanding alien cultures could be her greatest asset as a Spectre.
Hackett adds, a strategic gleam in his eyes as they prepare to make their case.
Shepard's candidacy is about more than her alone. It's about what she represents for humanity and the galaxy.
They rise, the dossier of Jane Shepard glowing on the screen, a beacon of potential amidst the political intrigue. This galactic gambit is more than a bid for one soldier's ascension. It's a calculated move on the galactic chessboard, aimed at positioning humanity at the forefront of interstellar security and diplomacy. Anderson raises his glass.
For Shepard, for humanity, and for the galaxy.
As the echoes of their strategy session fade, what remains is a sense of impending change. In the shadows of Arcturus Station, a plan has been set in motion, a conspiracy forged not from deceit, but from a deep belief in Jane Shepard's ability to bridge worlds and ward off threats unseen. The gambit is laid. The pieces are moving. The outcome could well determine the future for us all. Epilogue. In this audiobook, we've traversed the vast expanse of the Mass Effect universe with a touch of imagination from a new fan fiction writer, Adam Hawass. Together, we delved into the hidden corners of the Systems Alliance, the shadowy realms of clandestine operations, and the hallowed halls of interstellar diplomacy. We've witnessed the emergence of Jane Shepard, a figure of unparalleled skill and determination, from her early days in the Alliance to the pivotal moments that defined her as a leader, a warrior, and a beacon of hope for humanity. Through intercepted communications, secret meetings, and the silent battles fought in the depths of space, we've pieced together the mosaic of Shepard's journey to the N7 designation and beyond. We've explored the complexities of her character, the challenges she's faced, and the adversaries she's overcome, all set against the backdrop of a galaxy teeming with life, conflict, and the ever-present quest for balance. From the brutal tests of the Iron Chimera to the political machinations that sought to shape her destiny, Shepard's path was never certain, yet her resolve never wavered. Supported by allies like Admiral Hackett and Captain Anderson, and faced with the skepticism of figures like Counselor Udina, Shepard's story is a testament to the power of resilience, the importance of strategic alliances, and the indomitable spirit of those who dare to reach for the stars. Bonus content, author's theory summary for the audiobook. Spoiler alert. The following section delves into significant spoilers for the Mass Effect series, including revelations from the Citadel DLC. Readers wishing to preserve the full experience of discovery are advised to proceed with caution. Within the vast and storied expanse of the Mass Effect universe, myriad questions linger about the clandestine operations on Shanxi involving Jack Harper, known to many as the Illusive Man, Eva Core, and Ben Hislop, prior to the outbreak of the First Contact War. These figures, pivotal in their influence and shrouded in mystery, set in motion events that reverberate with profound implications for the galaxy's future. Central to this narrative web is the enigmatic figure of the Illusive Man, a person whose zeal for humanity's dominance is eclipsed only by his cryptic investments, notably the Lazarus Project's resurrection of Jane Shepard. This act, consuming vast resources, hints at a deeply personal stake in Shepard's fate, suggesting a connection far beyond tactical alliances or strategic gains. The depth of the Illusive Man's reaction to Shepard's defiance of his plans hints at a complex relationship potentially rooted in familial bonds. However, this bond only known to one person, the Illusive Man. This narrative thread leads to an intriguing and speculative theory. Shepard, Leng, and Nagito, through the clandestine genetic experiments orchestrated by Eva Core, share a biological connection with the Illusive Man, making them his progeny. This revelation casts the dynamics between these characters in a new light, imbuing their interactions with a familial intensity that transcends mere ideological conflict or battlefield rivalry. Particularly compelling is the appearance of Nagito in the Citadel DLC, which adds a poignant layer to this familial drama. For players of the series, this encounter is not just a twist in the tale, but a moment that redefines the relationships between key characters, revealing the depth of the Illusive Man's involvement in their lives and the intricate connections that bind them. In this context, the struggles and confrontations between these characters are recontextualized, as a deeply personal saga set against the backdrop of galactic politics and existential threats. The Illusive Man's efforts, including the extraordinary lengths he goes to in reviving Shepard and his personal vendetta following her rejection of his plans for the collector base, are imbued with a new dimension of paternal complexity, suggesting that his motivations may be as much about legacy and familial loyalty as they are about galactic supremacy. As we consider these connections, the Mass Effect saga emerges not only as a story of heroes and villains, of civilizations clashing and cooperating across the stars, but also as a tale of a fractured family, struggling with the legacies of their past decisions and the bonds that tie them, however tenuously, to each other. The revelation of Shepard, Kai Leng, and Nagito's shared lineage with the Illusive Man offers a lens through which to view their actions and choices, illuminating the personal stakes underlying the epic scope of their galactic endeavors. As we draw the curtains on this journey through the stars, through the trials and triumphs of Jane Shepard, and the intricate web of alliances and rivalries that define our galaxy, we extend our deepest gratitude to you, our listeners, for embarking on this adventure with us. From Adam Hawas, the new fan fiction author, thank you for lending us your ears, your imagination, and your time. This concludes Project Ninmah, Shepard's Ascendancy audiobook.
My life